is crazy. From when I first learned about it earlier this week, I'm like, how? We didn't even know you guys were in a relationship and now married, and now the possibility that there are cheating rumors. Actually, it's too much.
Have you ever heard gay rumors involving Stevie J? That's the first on that side of it. I mean, I know the guy,
rumors, like whatever. It could be, but whatever.
That's true. The guy slept with pretty much every female, I feel like. If you watch any of the shows that he's appeared on, reality TV-wise, and this guy's a legend. People forget. He's been making hits for a very long time, but he's also had a lot of drama to follow him for a very long time. Somewhere Jocelyn is smiling.
He was working with Biggie and Diddy, for those who may have lapsed on some of the 90s. It's just, them together, I totally think this is for a reality show.
Does anybody actually date for any significant period of time before getting married anymore? I cannot handle these shotgun engagement and marriages. I am done.
Yeah,
well, I just want to know about it, even if you did
just
get
give me
together.
a heads up, you guys are a couple, so I can emotionally brace myself.
Yes.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. Would you consider Faith Evans hot in the game right now? No. Would you consider Stevie J hot in the game right now?
But
no.
Depends on what game we're playing.
They go into the legendary status.
They do, no question. But it's absolutely.
I think we're using legend cavalierly.
It's absolutely what you're saying. This is what you are alluding to is what's going on here. These are two people whose names aren't hot anymore that are trying to come together and maybe build some buzz, because that's how it works in this Hollywood game.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll work. And you know what it maybe will be? Turn on VH1 and see the Faith Evans Stevie J show, chronicling their marriage and their ups and downs, which will be a lot more downs.
I will watch.
And there you go.
You were saying, I thought where you were going was if two C-list people get together, then they can climb up to the A-list, and you're like, they'll be on VH1. I'm like, oh, so they're still C.
Oh, no.
It's still not great.
I think
that's exactly what I'm saying.
They have big names and they have history in the business. They have history in Hollywood. And you know what? I'm all for sloppy and wild TV. I'm rewatching.
All right, she likes sloppy and wild TV. That's what we're going to give her for the next few minutes here,
I got
Zach.
you.
Let's get into it. All right.
Nope. You become a complete non-sexual object. You are the equivalent of Michael Cera. They will never like you no matter what you do.
Sarah, shout out.
You can't, and you just get out. Run like they are trying to kill you. You cannot be friends with someone you love. It doesn't work.
I'm getting married next June.
Yeah.
And I lived in a friend zone for about a year and a half.
You set up shop.
I
bought a condo in the friend zone?
I got to get it forwarded to the friend zone, and here I am engaged with the person that I was in the friend zone with. It's possible.
You are 6'7" and on TV. Your rules don't apply to you.
I want to know, though, so were you guys so there was no attraction to each other, or was it I'm attracted to her, but we work together, we got stuff going on, and then
I think it was, you know what, honestly, and maybe, look, I clearly had attraction when I first saw her.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can speak the same for her, but we were in a professional setting. We worked together. So when you come in, you can see a pretty woman. I mean, I work next to one every day right now, but I never thought of that woman outside of anything other than being pretty. And you approach
right here, Zach.
So you approach your job. And so I think we lived in that friend zone because of the work side of it, which may be different. But we were able to morph from that very long after being friends into something different. So I think it's possible. You're not buying it.
I have 28 years of anecdotal evidence to say otherwise.
I think it's possible, but it's dangerous. Because you really could lose that relationship. If you guys try to go into something more than friends,
That's a great point.
It's hard to go back and be like, oh no, we're better off as just friends.
Yeah, you can't put it in reverse.
No,
there's only
it's
one way in a
risky.
relationship.
Yeah, you definitely complicate things if you do it. So you need to say, how much do I want to pursue this? How much do I value the friendship? A little bit of checks and balances there, and then you kind of decide what you want to do there. It worked for me. It's not for everybody.
As someone who has blown up many a friendship, I will tell you, do not recommend.
Also, I'm 6'8", by the way, and if I'm getting in a fight, I'm 6'9". So that's how it works.
To clarify for everyone
it's
at home.
offensive, Zach. Would you do this for a coworker, Zach?
No, absolutely
No way,
not.
huh?
I need those days for Mondays when I am hungover. I need to call in sick a lot of Mondays.
I just can't imagine that those are probably the most coveted thing when it comes to work. People negotiate salary and vacation days.
Yeah.
Who can make that kind of impression on somebody where they'd be willing to do something like this?
That's a good friend at work.
That's a good friend. But also, my sister recently went on maternity leave, and by the time her regularly scheduled maternity leave was up, she's like, oh my God, please let me go back. I need to talk to an adult. I
hear
need
that's hard. Maternity leave, it is out here. It's not easy staying at home with a newborn.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Well, I think clearly what's coming to light here in this conversation is it crazy to think of people giving away their vacation days? Sure. But is it also saying there's not enough support for mothers out there in the workplace that's also where this conversation should be shifted to as well, because if it's getting that desperate where people are saying, hey, I gotta give Betsy, some days off because I don't know how she's doing this as a working mother, that should be a signal to the workplace that, hey, there's probably something we need to do.
Got a lot of coworkers named Betsy?
I don't know. I just want to throw out a name.
You ever worked with a Betsy?
Yeah.
That's why it works.
Sure.
Guys, get back to the conversation.
Sorry.
Okay,
Like,
so
all the
I just
Betsies
feel-
out there.
I just feel like there's not enough vacation days. First of all, it's crazy because time is your most valuable asset, and to have free time, I mean, even more than money, I feel like time is super important. But I can never give you enough days where I feel like it would make a difference. Meaning, let's say I gave a whole week, so now you're going to take 3 months and 1 week. What does that help you do? You might
Yeah.
as well just come back.
And
after
there's
3 months.
definitely some coworkers who I would love to just not have in the office for a while. I'm like, please take an extra week. Get gone.
Worth noting, though, when you talk about that week, a lot of these maternity leaves, you're not getting paid for it. So
That's
that
true.
does go a long way. Not only, and you probably
That's
ask
true.
any mother out there, that week goes a long way to get stuff done. Any extra thing matters, if it's monetary, if it's even simple time. And let's not forget, that's not, when you talk about giving vacation days away, a vacation for, say, a Zach Stemmer right now is a little bit different than a mother who's going home. There is no vacation. You're not taking
Yes.
any kind of break there.
No.
And
I
that's
guess
something worth being
It obviously
noted.
varies, like you said, workplace. If you don't have a good maternity leave package at your job, then that's something that's really selfless of you to give up. Because, like Felicia said,
Yeah.
time is your most valuable
That's a
thing.
good point.
Yeah, it
If
feels
you
like
do
more of a
have a
statement.
good,
Feels like more of
package
a
at your job, then absolutely not. I'm keeping my vacation. days.
Yeah, it feels like more of a statement than anything to that employer that, hey, if I'm going this far to donate my days, it's saying you need to do more to help out the mothers in the workplace.
I'm just going to still buy you swaddles and a blanket.
Well, that's still nice. That goes a long way as well.